The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First carry now for Pierre Strong. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Pierre Strong, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You look at this Bronco defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Straight ahead is Strong. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. Finds Pickens out right.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Fields now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and 9.
Don't jump, man.
Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. You look at this Steeler defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high,
your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. They can't tackle it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And down inside the 15 he goes. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Here we go.
Nix to the air. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but
and this throw will be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go. Good. Go. Angel. Right.
To throw is Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Maverick.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. To throw, here's Nix. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Give up the middle to Strong. And running with power here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, right back to Strong. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Nix. And he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now it's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, son.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now it's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield.
but they never did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Darnell Washington.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Steelers 17. Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Nix looking to throw again. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
The 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Take go.
Throwing after the interception. Nix. And the man open here is Strong. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Nix. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing Nix.
He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Nix.
He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
They'll run with Strong.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Strong.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
19 Lions. Ready?
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Fields. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin. 55 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Finds Strong on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Strong.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Set. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Nix to the air.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part?
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready. 19. Pioneer. Ready.
Nix from the shotgun.
Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw, here's Nix. And that will be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to power through, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd down and 3. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away to his left. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. To throw is Nix. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Pierre Strong. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw is Fields. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Now this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Drew Sanders
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Extend.
Fields throwing again.
Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Touchdown!
Najee Harris
from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
All eyes on Fields.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll give it to Strong. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here's Strong one more time.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.